Oh boy, what is up, you guys? Welcome to. Welcome. Fuck. Welcome. This is the Bazzmund YouTube channel. This will be the first video. I'm gonna say it is the first video, but like, it's technically not the first video that I've shot for this channel. I actually shot a few already, but I think I should keep that footage. Like, you know, not to waste footage and shit like that. I think I should keep the footage, but like, I think I actually want like this to sort of be my first video, because if you don't know, today I actually finished publishing my first chapter. So yeah, exciting. And I just wanted to, like, you know, I can't like it's doing your own like thing is so kind of difficult, because it's like there's no one to tell you like, okay, like take a break, or like, you know, take like a week off, or take so it's just like I finished that, and I feel like I should just keep continuing and just keep working towards it. Not necessarily to like the next chapter or whatever. Like, I think I'm okay taking a small break from that for a bit, but just, you know, working on, like, for lack of a better word, like the company. I know it sounds silly, but anyway, this is the first video to the channel. I just wanted to chat with you guys a little bit, and yeah, so just a little bit about what I'm doing here. You know, this is a channel devoted to like my manga and like visual art, so like I realized that like I can't just speak, I have to like actually do some of that, so I am doing some of that. What we have here is just a photo I took a few weeks ago, and I'm just going to basically trace it, honestly, as like a background for my story eventually, because my story does take place in New York City. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Me a few months ago would try to take the, you know, route of, hold up a second, I'm just trying to do a perspective ruler. Actually, let me just what should I do? Okay, I'm going to move slowly just so I don't lose my train of thought, because doing this and talking is not very easy. So hold on, I'm just gonna hold up for this a second. I just want to get this out. I forgot the thought. Hey, what was I saying? Taking breaks, starting drawing, doing this, backgrounds. Anyway, yeah, I just lost my thought. I'm just gonna do the drawing, and then maybe I'll come back to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab a perspective ruler, and then let's see. This is probably like a subtle. I'll do 2-point perspective. I find 3-point perspective just makes things like so annoying a little bit. Drawing wise, so I'm just gonna keep it simple. Typically, I really suck at using perspective rulers. I know I mentioned I'm tracing, but the reason I'm using a perspective ruler is because I do want to like freehand it to some extent. Because when you do that, you can sort of get a bit more character in like the brushes and like the pens. So I want to freehand it a little bit, but I also want to like make straight lines and shit like that, and make sure things are in perspective. So I'm gonna use perspective ruler. Hold up a second. Using the pre-guided ruler is always so confusing to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like create my own ruler. Like I was so hesitant about drawing backgrounds, and it took me honestly so long to do it. And then I just didn't realize, just like, first of all, it's not that deep. Like, that's not the kind of story I'm trying to tell. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, it doesn't have to look like. Not everything has to be like fucking homegrown, homemade from scratch. Like, you know, take what you got. Let's see. Like, nobody cares that deeply, honestly. As long as it looks good and like it gets kind of your vision done, like, who cares? I'm not saying steal people's work, but like, so I took like, this is my own photo that I took, but you know, who cares? Just do the thing. It's more important to do the thing than to like fucking not do the thing. Oh, let's see. This is the part where I tell you I'm not the greatest when it comes to perspective either. I feel like I feel like these two are kind of giving me like same vanishing point. That looks about right. It is slightly tilted, so let me see. Maybe do I need to tilt like a vertical line? This is the part where things might get kind of difficult for me. You see what I'm talking about? Array started shifting shit. Let's see. Okay. Because you see, it is technically going this way. It's technically going this way. Alright, I have to learn how to do this eventually. Like, not that I don't know how to do it. I have to get pretty good at it eventually. So let me stop being lazy. My goal is to just kind of shift this a little bit. I'm just not sure how to go about it. Like, what does... How do I... Is that right still? Does that still make sense? Like, did I fuck shit up? I think I did fuck shit up. You see, this is the shit that I'm talking about. I'm just gonna start again. Like, so this is why when I said in my story that like this shit took me 2 months like to draw, even like it just does. Like, when it comes to stuff like this, like there's so much stuff I go into it that it's just so hard to like be on your, just know everything at all times. Like, not only did I have to like learn story writing practices, I had to learn drawing, you know, comic flows, cinematography, like angles, dialogue, world building and all that. So it's all of that like soft sort of knowledge. What? And then just hard skills, like how to use all these tools and all this software for things to go well. Not that you need to use software and tools like this, but like you kind of need to. Like, otherwise it's just ridiculous. As far as like getting everything done by yourself in a reasonable time. Like, you just kind of have to you just have to deal with it. Where does this vanishing point go? So this one goes that way. Is this all this one? Oh yeah, I think this is all this one. Alright, I see. Let's see. It just irks me when I start drawing and like the vanishing points are just slightly off, but you don't realize it until you have to draw just like one random freaking line and it's just like, shit, this is off. Now, how does this get over here is my question. Should I just do 3 perspective? Oh god. Is that what I'm just supposed to be doing right now? Like, am I fucking hell. Fucking hell. I'm definitely making this overcomplicated. Like, I'm just gonna start there. Alright, yeah, let's see. Shit, wrong thing. And here I thought I was going to have to think of so many topics to talk about when this by itself is just fucking using all my mental resources. Like I said, I'm really not an artist. And that's kind of weird because like that second thing is just oh my goodness. All right, locking in, like no more games. I'm not spending all night with this shit. Like, be serious. She's gonna fucking air conditioner. What did I just do, bro? Alright, do we have something? Do we have a fucking situation right now? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it though. Anyway. This place. What? Why does that do that right there? What did I do accidentally? What button? Did I fucking press something accidentally, bro? Why? What is this? Oh, that's what that was. How the fuck does that happen? Alright, are we good now, bro? Alright, I think we're good. Goodness, bro. We are damn near 15 minutes into this video, and not a lot has happening. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about, bro? Like, the shit's out. The story's out. Read it, I guess. Let's see. Now, should I keep drawing on this layer, or should I use like a layer above it? I'll use a layer above it. Let's see. Oh, wait, show the ruler. Oh, goodness. Show all layers. Alright, so now the photos in this layer, the perspective rulers in this layer, and then my vector drawing layer will be in this layer. And then I'm just going to use, I use the real G pen, and my usual pen thickness is 12, but you could just sort of play with it. Yeah, actually, I don't need thin lines. Let me see. Thin lines sort of give it a look that I'm not necessarily opposed to, but let's see actually. No, I don't think. If I use thin lines, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more detailed, which is not a problem, but it's not that deep. I'm just gonna go to my. I'll compromise. I'll do 8. Yeah, I'll do 8. And then if I need to, I'll just press harder. Okay, yeah, so when I draw, I use my tablet, my Samsung tablet. I'm sorry if this is disorienting, the way I'm rotating it. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do first, which area I want to attack first. I'm thinking, I have 2 ways of doing this. I'm thinking break it into sort of spaces, where in the first space will be the gate. By spaces I mean layers. The first layer will be the gate, and then the lawn maybe, and then the buildings, and then the trees, and then probably the sky. Maybe I'm thinking that. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking that. So I'll just start with the fence first. But yeah, when I draw, I use the Samsung Galaxy tablet, I think the S7 Plus or something. I just got it on eBay, for some bucks. I don't remember how much it cost. And yeah, it suited me really well. I don't like Apple products personally. So yeah, and I had a Samsung phone when I bought it, so it just made a lot of sense. And it's been great. I use it to draw my entire story. I use what's it called? Norris Digital something stylus. And yeah, it works great. I have literally no complaints at all, and I use Clip Studio. What I'm hesitating about right now is this fence situation. I'm trying to debate, do I just want to make them lines or something? How can I make it look fancy without doing too much work? Does that work? No, I think I could do it a little better. Maybe increase the thickness here. And then maybe the implication of the details will make it look more fancy. Yeah. That sounds like the move actually. So I'm just gonna go back to here. Let's see. I'm just gonna try to make one thicker. But honestly, it doesn't really necessarily have to be this amount of links. I can be a little more free with it. I can already tell the lines are off. Like the straight lines are like, I was like, what is going on? Yeah, that won't do. You see, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, you can tell right here actually. Yeah, I'm gonna try that now. Yeah, that's not looking good. That's not looking great. Alright, I might just do a different gate design altogether. I might just like yeah, this is, let me see actually, I'm gonna do a quick Google search. Like, there gotta be fucking less fucking holes in this. Like, what? It's a lot of fucking poles. Yeah, I might just not do like all of those like little things. Like, whoa. Like, whoa. This is like this is like, again, another thing that you have to just be mindful of. Like, it's so easy to just get sucked into like things that don't matter, and it just wastes a lot of time. And it happens, like, it's even worse because it's like, I'm not an expert at drawing or like manga and like sort of using that style, so it's like I don't have an idea really of like what people pay attention to. Not really pay attention to, but like I don't have it ingrained in me that like some things can be implied and some things like need to be like explicit. Like, I don't know / trust myself to know the difference yet because I don't have that much experience drawing yet. So like, to me, I err on the side of like having as much detail as possible, because I'm not confident that like there's enough there to sort of fill in the blanks in its own way. And I'm sure that'll just come with time. Like, this is perfectly fine. Like, maybe I can use a little bit more like right here to like sort of fill in the gaps a little bit, but like not too much. Like, so I prefer this way. Like, I do gaps here and there, the spacious gaps, like the main stuff, and then I can just fill in where I think like it's a little sparse. And that's just like a much smarter way of doing it, rather than just doing more work automatically, like as a knee-jerk reaction. Like, you see, it's a fucking fence, bro. And then I'll add like a second little thing. And then the more I draw, like the more clear it'll be like what it is. And then I'll get like a thinner pen right here, just so I can like sort of imply some of the brick details. I'm probably adding too many details, but like here I can probably just do a little bit of erasing and do a little bit more like implying that like things are connecting rather than being so explicit with it. It just makes it look just so much more cleaner, honestly. Like you don't want to. It's a visual. It's a visual medium, and you don't want to like take the visuals for granted. You don't want to give people more than like they need. Like the more I erase, the more I realize how much you don't really need there to get the point across. You see, like most of it is gone. I think this is close enough. Like, I think this is fine. And again, like it's easy to like what I do, like judge things before like they're done. Like it's easy to pick apart every small little detail when it's just those small little details, but when the entire thing comes together, like it just works. This is something that I'm like really trying to work on, like developing and like trusting the process. Like these, I might not even finish connecting these lines depending on how everything looks neat. Alright, so I think that's it for the gate. And I'm going to be the change I want to see, and I'm going to actually name my layers because it just gets ridiculous. And then I'm going to hide it. And then what did I say I was going to do? Well, I'll say lawn. This is the lawn. And then yeah, I'll just continue. I'll probably, let's see. I'll turn off the ruler for now. Maybe. Let's see actually. I can use it a little bit. This part, I'm just gonna do some tracing, just to get the shapes. And again, this will be the lawn, just the lawn. Maybe I won't use this because it will be like, ultimately I'm planning on using it just like a mask or whatever to cover the details that come through, but I could also just make my job easier and not have certain details come through. And then I think for the next little while, I'll just use the mapping pen. Oops. Okay, that's for that one. I see. Let's try again. Maybe I should just start. I realized I should start at the. Oop, nope, that didn't work. Oh, that was better. Oh yeah, I'll keep it. I'm not even gonna try to fix it like that. So here, my instinct would be to redraw this line, but like knowing the difficulties that can come from this perspective, instead of redrawing it, I like where it's at. I just need to make it thinner. So I'm gonna go into this setting, narrow, and then adjust line width. This is a major reason why I really like using vector layers, because you can do stuff like this. I keep it as a shortcut up here. And it looks fine, boom already. Didn't have to save myself a lot of trouble right there. And then honestly, I could also like just adjust it after I've drawn it too. So like it really wouldn't be a big deal. And then I did say I was gonna use the mapping, but I totally forgot. And then just let me just not overdo the details. Yeah, I think this is fine, honestly. In fact, I think I can actually erase some stuff right here. Boom. Then how does it look so far? So far nothing. Right. Then let's see. I'm gonna turn off the ruler again, and then I'm just gonna do a little bit of decoration, like with the foliage and shit. Start right here. I'm just gonna like trace it. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I'm just honestly exhausted. Real talk, I'm honestly exhausted. That looks crazy. I think I need to think. I need less lines. And then probably just thicken the lines a little bit. But yeah, I'm sorry. Like I'm so quiet. I'm actually really exhausted. I've been sort of on a bender getting this done for like the past few days, and getting like amazing sleep. So I'm a little low on energy, but we already get through it. This is way too thick. Holy shit. Alright, I think I'm just gonna come back to that later. Just a little bit of ding 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 ding. Oh, the ruler's off. I forgot. So what I'm doing now is just drawing some of the foliage, some of like the grass. Giving it some character, some texture. Trying to draw in between like the fences thing, trying to be mindful of where the photo is, like the actual photo is, and then where my actual drawing is, and try to like keep both of those things in mind. This is a little relaxing, dare I say. A little shadow. Okay. Oh, it's fine. Okay, alright, and then we're gonna go to the buildings. Some of them are a bit less conventional. All right, not bad. Oh, yeah, not bad. Oh, these lines are too thick. Shit. Things further in the back should be a little lighter. The fact that I didn't draw much over here is rearing its ugly head. I don't think I need to close that line. Thank God for vector erase. That's all I have to say for that. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more right here because it does look slightly incomplete. When the line's closer, it should be thicker. I'm going to gradually reduce how thick I'm making the lines. You know what's interesting? Because AI is such a hot button topic right now, I hate that phrase, but that's the phrase I'm using. It makes me really kind of re-examine like what we have already. Because I've always used like a lot of software and tools, like AI is nothing new to me. Like it's just, I know that companies have been using it like for years now, and like now they're just basically like sort of like repackaging it and making it more like user forward, I guess. But like we've really had technology like this for such a long time. It's just like they just never really cared to like label it in a certain way. So it's just like now that it's like a huge trend, it's just a little bit like irritating, because it's like you kind of want to like call out the negative stuff about it, but it's also just like you can't make too big of a deal about it, because like realistically, like we've had so much of this stuff already. So it's just like like it literally is a lot of things that you could have already done, but like it now just makes it easy and they put it into like one kind of suite for you. I think the biggest example is like photo editing software, video editing software. Like a lot of it, like it literally is artificial intelligence, like computers like taking in like data and like making guesses about it, making guesses as far as like how it thinks you want it to respond. So it's not like a new thing. So it's just like I just like the whole conversation is just always sort of like, I feel like, I don't know, like a lot of the things that it does, I guess, can be impressive, but it's also like, I don't know, maybe just people are not paying attention to it like before this. So it's just like, for me, it's just like, okay, yeah, like I guess like I said, if you use like a lot of video like editing software, just software in general, like, and you done some research and like have some sort of knowledge, like, you know, a lot of this stuff, how it works is like artificial intelligence. So yeah, it's just kind of weird for like to see people falling for like such a massive marketing thing without realizing that like we've kind of already had this already. But I mean, kudos to companies for realizing that they can just market something like this. And obviously it's not exactly like what we've had so far, I know that, but a lot of it is. But anyway, I say that to say that like a lot of the conversations that people have now are like, what's gonna happen, like people are gonna get stupider, people are gonna keep relying on like all this stuff, and it just makes me curious. Not that I disagree with it, but it just makes me curious as to like, when technologies before now were coming out, like let's say the Googles, Adobe Suites, illustration software, and they had all these cool tools, music software even, and had all these cool tools like that were essentially AI for their time. Like, it's just very modern things. So it's just like, I'm curious as to what people are saying about like these new technologies at the time too. Like, was there a lot of also like hysteria about it? I mean, obviously like the scale and the context is totally different now with AI and like modern times and like the implications of it, but like I'm sure like you can go back and see like when even probably Ableton was released, like all those technologies and softwares came out as a part of the suite. I'm sure you had some people saying like, oh, this is not how you really produce music, like you're gonna have people like yada yada, you know what I mean, like this is like kind of being sort of like quote unquote elitist about it, I guess. And again, I'm not drawing a one-to-one parallel from that to like AI in modern times, but I'm just saying like, I think, I don't know, just be mindful of like having some sense about you, like I guess, like get off the internet, realize that like technology moves and like there's only so much like you can hold things back, I guess, and like it is sort of like a new frontier and it's like kind of like a little scary, I guess, but it's like technology has always been this way. It's always been like a Pandora's box of just like, what are you gonna end up next, and like it's always been this way. Not that I think there shouldn't be like regulation and stuff against like or regarding AI like at the moment, not that at all. But like the catastrophizing everything and just like the lack of wanting to like understand it, and like technology and software, technology in general, just being software technology illiterate, like it's just interesting to see. Anyway, I say all that to say to the people when Clip Studio was coming out and they say like, oh, you know, it's a lot, like, people are gonna get overly reliant on digital art tools and stuff like that, making a manga, and like manga's gonna use the essence. Yeah, probably sure that happened, but I'm here to say I don't care. Like, I don't care, because I don't care. Like, I'm sorry to the people who feel like they've been out of a job because technology got to the point where like people can make manga from like their house by themselves. Like, I'm deeply sorry for that, but like, I really, like, what can I say? Like, it's this software and like just being able to do these things is just so cool at home, and like it's just amazing. It's just really amazing. Like, so, you know, honestly, like, as much as I kind of disagree with how AI is used today and like what it sort of represents and stands for, not too much, honestly, because it's just like, I know at the end of the day, like, it's, to some people this could be like monumental, like the technology, the developments that are made, and like it can be really helpful other than like stupid evil stuff. So it's just like, I try to, like, you know, as the kids say, not like yuck people's yums, like, let people have it. Sure, there are like negative benefits, yes, and like that needs to be like addressed, but as far as like people using it and finding real benefit from it, that's not just being stupid. Like, what can I say? Like, what can I say? Like, no, I don't use it, and no, I don't think I like, but like, what can I say? Like, some people use it and some people find value from it, and it opens up a lot of doors and gave a lot of people information that they probably wouldn't have been inclined to seek if it wasn't so easy to get it. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Who knows? Is it a bad thing that people have less barriers to information and can get information in a way that meets them where they're at, as far as like how much effort they want to do? Is that a bad thing? Who knows? But especially in this time, like, I don't think we should make, like, information is good. I mean, assume it's accurate, but assume if it's accurate, like, accurate information is good. And the more people that know, the better. The more people know, the better, is what I meant to say. So yeah, I'm not gonna like do too much, honestly. Like, it's like, as someone who has taken advantage of probably I've used ChatGPT before, and I've used like probably like a lot of technology that integrates like definitely a lot of technology that use artificial intelligence integration like that. So at one point I was one of the people that other people would talk down on. So you know what, like, it is what it is, to be honest. Like, as long as if nobody's getting hurt and there's like ethics to it and there's rules to it, and you know there's like morals, and like it's like whatever, like there are well, I'm not gonna go that far but like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, choose your battles. I'm debating how I'm gonna fill in the blacks, like the windows. I'm wondering if I should use like a fill or something, but like I didn't draw complete lines, so like a fill is not really gonna work well. So actually I don't have a choice. I can't use a fill even if I wanted to, without having to do just like an insane amount of work to close the lines up. So I'm probably just gonna go with like a brush or something and just fill in the lines like old school. And honestly, this is where I'm at, like as far as like with this technology, because like I said, I can't learn everything, I can't do everything. Like sometimes I just have to do what I know feels right and what feels comfortable, and for me that actually sometimes includes manually coloring, I guess. Like, but maybe that's a common thing. I don't know. Maybe it's more common than I think. Whatever. I actually was planning on doing that for like chapter 1 for the most part, and I did sometimes, but like for most of it, it just wasn't necessary. Like I got better with filling in complete forms, so like the brush tool is just more reliable, so I didn't need to like really rely on like hand coloring myself. So thank God. So this needs to be thicker. And honestly, it's just so crazy because it's just like there was a point while I was doing this that like I was like probably thinking of wrapping this video up. Like I wasn't necessarily committing to finish this entire fucking drawing. But I don't know. I guess this goes back to like finding a way to do this that like feels comfortable for me, feels right for me. So like I'm not dying to like stop working. Like I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not stressing, I'm just going at it. So it's just very easy for me to work for like long blocks of time unaware, just because it's just sort of like relaxing. I'm gonna go on the trees with a separate layer. Should I use I'll use the G pen. I'm actually a little bit afraid because doing this has been like so much of my time for the past few months. So like, and I've kind of shaped a lot of my schedules and like how my life based on, you know, just spending so much time like drawing and like where I'm gonna do it, like how much time I'm gonna have to do it, and like just being it. So it's gonna be interesting adjusting. But I don't know, like I'm only saying that because I wasn't planning on going straight into the second chapter drawing. But I don't know, I might, like, I'm afraid of burnout 100%. But it's also like I enjoy doing it. Like unfortunately, like I enjoy doing it. Like it doesn't like feel like work to me. It doesn't feel like, oh my god, like I just spent like hours drawing. Like it's just I spent hours doing it. Like it's just it was fun. It was I don't think about it. Like it doesn't stress me out. It doesn't like, it's not, I don't have to like force myself to sit down. I don't have to like time myself. Like it's just fun. And maybe also even like relaxing in its own right. Yeah, it's relaxing. You know, I used to draw when I was younger, but I stopped. And what I learned about like my drawing is that like I don't really have a desire to draw from like the imagination. Like I much prefer to let's see, to draw what I see and just take inspiration from there and then go from there. But like a random doodler, like drawing for the sake of drawing, I am not. I am not that. I'm only drawing really because I have incentive to do so, which is my story. Well, I mean, that was the truth for like the past few months. Now I'm drawing right now because I'm doing it for a video, and like I'm continuing because it's fun. It's actually pretty relaxing. But I just mean like in general. It's just now that I'm doing this and I'm finding it relaxing that I'm realizing that like, hey, maybe I actually like drawing. Oh, I see what's happening. I'm on the wrong layer. One of the things I learned was like just foreshortening and perspective and how it just transformed. Like it could just do so much for work. It could just do so much for a illustration. Bringing things forward, sending things back. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up with this tree. This last tree in the front, and then call it. Because I'm not trying to get into the habit of spending eternity on backgrounds. Be serious. Maybe if I have like free time and I don't want to like, the reason I chose this was because, like I definitely had to draw something, but it's also like I didn't want to have to think about it. Like I didn't want to have to design like a character or draw something that I haven't drawn before and like have to like think about it. I just wanted something where I can just go. So that's the reason why I chose to do like a landscape, and then why I chose to like do a tracing. It just requires so much less brain power, and it requires brain power that I do not have at the moment. I have no idea how this is thinking. Okay. I think I just have to really commit to it, because if I don't, this is gonna look just crazy. I will say I have to do like, you have to get a grip on my writing technique sometimes. Because whoa, if I'm not careful, carpal tunnel is going to set in. And that is kind of a big fear I have. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I should probably take it seriously and do, like I do hand stretches and stuff like that when I go to the gym. So I'm not like taking measures to keep things, you know, healthy. To be honest, it's mostly when I'm drawing, like using my display tablet or whatever it's called, the Wacom or the whatever tablet where you don't see the screen, where you're just drawing and like the screen is in front of you, as opposed to like an iPad sort of tablet. When I'm using that with my PC, that's when like my posture is at the worst, and that's when like my hand is like at the worst. But it really just kind of depends. I think it's because I haven't used that to draw like in such a long time at this point. That when I go back to it, it's just kind of hard to adjust that hand positioning and like the pressure and just your posture, because you're looking at a screen in front of you rather than you're looking at like your PC screen rather than like the tablet screen. And like it's just a different process. Like again, one of those things where just takes a while to adjust to. Like really kind of makes the process that much more kind of slow, for lack of a better word. Alright, I think I'm wrapping up. I'm just giving some kind of depth to the tree branch, giving the photo some life a little bit. I'm low-key afraid to see what it looks like. Not bad. I've seen worse. But I'm going to I am going to stop with this tree for now, because I can tell that if I don't control myself, it's going to be like an obsession. I do think it needs a thicker line though. It's interesting, like I always end up thickening my lines. So you would think I should just draw with like a thicker pen brush, but when I do, I just feel like it's so thick. Like I'd rather control it when I'm done rather than like just default with it. Alright, is there anything else I'm missing, guys? Oh, this is a lot. What is that? These fucking splashes, bro, will be the fucking death of me. Anything else? And then, yeah, I'll just do this probably logo or something. Maybe I'll just keep this actually blank. It might depend on like what I'm going to use this photo for. Should I draw the clouds? I might not draw the clouds actually. I might just leave it like this. Or maybe I'll draw the clouds. Hold up a second. Let me just see how it looks. How it turns out. Mapping clouds. When I freehand clouds, like they look like shit, but hopefully, if I'm tracing it. Damn, it was a cloudy day, shit. Okay, is this good? Like, can I stop there? Now, does it do anything for the film is my question. Like, not really. It just makes it even busier. But I'm just gonna, let's see. Oh, and I'm also seeing that I made a mistake there. I should get one of those hand gloves. But I mean, I don't know, I kind of like it a little bit. Like, it adds a little bit of fullness. Maybe I'll just do a few more clouds and then call it. Don't you love when you're just scratching at a fucking line and then you realize how many minutes later that like it's not even right there? Yeah, I actually like it. Yeah, alright, and then I'm just gonna do the blacks and we'll call it. This is why I actually enjoy working on other layers, because it's just so much easier to like fix mistakes when it's not attached to the layer. It's not attached to like something else, I guess. Like whatever, you know what I mean. Like if I accidentally draw like a line on something, I can erase it if it's on a separate layer without worrying about it. But if I draw it on the same layer or something else, I might have to like erase another piece of the drawing and we have to redo that. Like, that's a fucking hassle. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, I owe this style 100% to like the author of Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, Togashi, because once I like reread his Hunter x Hunter, I realized like how much you can get away with it. Like not in like a bad way, but like just like how to like give details without giving too many details, and just, you know, like how much you need to like how much you actually need to convey an idea versus like how much you think you need. And like it was just really helpful reading it again and seeing like how good it is, despite like not always having like the most detail, like having the most like you know, realism or whatever, or even consistency. Honestly, like how far you can get. Honestly. And like how much you, like how stressing on like small details really doesn't like make a difference. Like those things are not necessary to enjoying the story. So don't like kill yourself doing that. But I'm saying that as someone who's like, that's what I'm doing. Like I'm not writing a story that like is heavily focused on like aesthetic and like looking realistic or good. If that's what you're going for, then 100% go for it. Like I just realized for me that's not what I was going for. So therefore, like I realized I didn't have to do that. But if that's your thing, then 100% you should do it. But even if that is your thing, it's still worth thinking about like what isn't your thing and what you don't care about, and just acting accordingly so you're not wasting time. Wow, this is looking bad. I'm not sure what I should do here. Yeah, I just need to adjust the pen, like control my pen. Or maybe, yeah, that's not working either. Maybe I'll just use like black fills. I think because before here I can get away with it because it's far away, but like up close, it is going to look a little strange. So I might just prioritize things not looking strange for a second. And just use some shape fills. Wait, let me turn on this ruler. That's not bad. Like seriously, perspective ruler coming in clutch. Like I don't know what y'all was doing before. Perspective rulers. That's the thing. Like if it's wrong to use these tools and shit like that, like, and I don't think it is, and I know it's not, and like I know it's not really even a conversation to be had. But even if it is wrong, I don't want to be right. Because the alternative is me not doing this shit at all. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's what the AI people feel. Maybe that's like their thing. Like, if it's wrong, I want to be right. Because if I'm not doing it this way, then I'm not doing it at all. Which is probably what it is, actually. Like, I don't think these people, in the absence of AI or ChatGPT or whatever, I'm not gonna finish this because I feel like I'm going on a little bit of a tangent on a rant, and like I don't know my audience, and I'm really not even like at the point where I want to rattle tables at this point. Like it's like so I'm just stop. Actually, I will finish the thought where it's like I just want to be clear. If you use AI GPT, I don't hate you or think you're worth less than anything. Like, it's not that deep. I was just on a little tangent. The point ultimately was that I don't care either way, and I'm not gonna use it. But like, it's fine, whatever. Like, I feel like I kind of went off the deep end a little bit there, just like talking. But like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like, it's do what you want to do. Yeah, whatever. That looks pretty good. I'm not gonna hold you. That looks pretty good. This little gap right here is kind of throwing me off a little bit. I'm not sure if I want to keep that there or if I want to do something about it. Up here looks fine. I'm debating if I should add some black fills up here too, but it's white, so I don't know. But I think I'll just add more detail though. I think it does need something. Every now and then I get a little bit tired, but then I see the look in your eye. Alright. Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you tonight, and I need to know that I'll be holding on forever. I'm being a little nitpicky. I know. I can. Don't know what to do when I'm always in the dark. Living on the Netflix, giving us sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start too. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can say. Total eclipse and the whole. Ah, this looks good. This looks pretty good. Alright, yeah, I'm stopping here, question mark. Like, I get the picture, like, we get the picture. Like, it looks fine. Yeah, I'm stopping here. Whatever. But yeah, this video is much longer than I thought it was. Oh my god, than I thought it would be. But I'm excited to do it. Like, I enjoy doing YouTube. I had a channel and I don't use it anymore, but I enjoy doing YouTube, so this is pretty cool. Anyway, I am going to call it a night. Probably my next upload will be some footage that I shot like a few days ago, where I recorded just me finishing up the chapter. That'll probably come next. And oh my god, I have to do reels because like YouTube is like very like obsessed with reels. So I'll do reels. But yeah, this is just the first welcome back. Not welcome back to YouTube for me, but introduction to the channel. I hope you guys stay, and thank you for joining me. I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.